this is Stephanie Pepper with eManage1, and in today's short video, I will be demonstrating our drag and drop feature. This tip and trick can come in really handy when adjusting company addresses, such as your build to, your ship to, or your install locations. This feature also applies to attaching contacts to projects or attaching documents to emails and action items. So again, the drag and drop feature can be super helpful in several areas of the program. So let's get started. First, I'm going to show you how to adjust a company address. So again, your ship to, your install locations. And this first example, I'm going to show you how to adjust a default build to address. So when you go to start a project from this location or create a quote, every single time from this location, it is automatically going to know that the build to address should be different so that you don't have to adjust it each time that you start a project or a quote from this location. So to do so, you're just going to go down to your search. I like to use my search tool in the bottom left corner. You can also use this little magnifying glass, but I prefer the search in the bottom left corner. This is my main search tool. And from here, I'm simply going to select the location that needs to be the default build to. So I'm going to click and highlight on the row header. It's important that you highlight on that number on that line that you're selecting. So I'm going to drag and drop this corporate location as the default build to for this Camp Bowie location. So I'm highlighting and then I'm holding my mouse down, and you can see it doesn't want me to let it drop it here. I can't drop it there. It says drag and drop a company or contact here. So you can drag and drop a company or contact. So I'm just holding my mouse down, releasing my mouse. So just dragging and dropping. So again, that's highlight, hold your mouse down, drag and drop, and it changed it there. Remember to always save. So that's dragging and dropping a build to. This applies to any label. So anywhere that you see these company labels, it's a white tile that just says drag and drop a company here. So if I wanted to adjust my ship to at the main record level, so every single time that I'm starting a project from this location, my ship to automatically is set. I can do that as well. The default build to is the really important one that I always like to recommend that you adjust if it is in fact different from this location. If it's not different, you don't need to do anything. You can disregard that. But again, that anywhere you see those labels, so you see this label here that has some company information in, I can search, highlight who it should be, and grab it and drag and drop. So this is my install location. So for some reason, I started my project from the wrong location and the install address is now different. I can drag and drop and override this. This applies to even my customer order module, so my order entry module. You know, if the build to is incorrect when I go to create an invoice, I can come back to my customer order module, order entry, and adjust this field here by simply highlighting who it should be, holding my mouse down, dragging and dropping, confirming that I do want to apply that change. Again, always remember to hit save when necessary. This applies to all records. So even in my purchase orders, I'm going to take it one step further and show you in the purchase orders when I need to adjust the ship to for each vendor purchase order. I can highlight the purchase order and I can adjust it. Maybe it's a drop ship. Maybe I'm shipping somewhere, you know, so I can get to my quick ships using this truck field here. I can quick ship that. Or I can, again, search, find who the ship to needs to be, highlight, drag, and drop. This also applies, so that's adjusting company address fields. Anywhere you have these labels, you can drag and drop. This also applies to contacts. So in my project information module, this feature is the same here, but in my project information module, in my project contacts tab down at the bottom, I can click add quick contact, and you'll see the add quick contact window pop up, and I can fill in this information up here. But anytime you have contacts already a part of a company record, they'll show up in the bottom window of the add quick contact window, where I can simply, again, highlight who I want to add to my project and grab it, drag and drop into my contact fields down at the bottom. I can't drag it and drop it here. It's like, no, not here. But down here, I can add an additional contact or add a new contact into this project. This also applies for documents and emails. So if I were to go send an email, so maybe it's from a scratch, a main tool menu new email, and I'm just getting an email started, or maybe you're in your quote window where you're going to send your quote out, and this window is the same exact window you would see there, but it would already have your quote. Maybe you need to attach an additional document, okay? Or you're starting a new email and sending a new document. Drag and drop feature for documents. Ideally, you already have your documents already loaded into this project file. So in your history documents, the idea is that this is now your document storage for each project. It's your file folder. So you can browse and add documents from your computer, but ideally, again, we have those documents already uploaded in here. So I would simply find the section of what document type I'm trying to attach here. I would again highlight on the row header, click first, then highlight, grab it, hold it down, drag and drop. Okay, so I'm just holding my mouse down and releasing in the area where it allows me to drop something. So I'm gonna highlight. It won't let me do it here, no, but you hit that little plus, you see that little plus sign, and you can release there. This also applies, lastly, to action items. So when I'm sending a request internally to someone to do something on this project, maybe I'm having them process this order. Okay, so the client approved and I'm ready to process an order. Maybe I want to attach any supporting documents so that the person on the receiving end of this action item can efficiently and effectively do their job as quickly as possible. We shouldn't have to play detectives and go hunt down documents. We should give them everything that they need to do their job right there at their fingertips. So you can attach supporting documents to an action item. Again, simply dragging and dropping. So maybe I'm attaching this customer PO or acceptance. I'm highlighting on the row header, holding my mouse down, dragging and dropping in the supporting documents. You would still go through your prerequisites, so your checklist of additional information you need to supply in order to submit this request. Add any additional information down here, do your normal run through, do your due by date, and submit request. And now the person on the receiving end of the action item has all the information that they need. So the drag and drop feature, to wrap up, applies for adjusting company address labels, your build tos, your ship tos, your install addresses, but it also applies to documents. When you're emailing, it applies to attaching documents to action items, and also attaching contacts to your projects. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. You can reach us at support@emanage1.com. We hope that you found this tip and trick really helpful. I hope you have a wonderful day.